Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you the daily Triple Q report for Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. Before I jump into today's charts, just want to encourage you once again to please click like each and every time you watch the daily Triple Q report. It helps me out a great deal with the so-called web presence on YouTube, so forth and so on. And click subscribe. Subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. It'll provide you notification each and every time new content has been uploaded for your viewing, at least every day, a couple times a day. Actually, we put out two reports, the Daily Spy Report and the Daily Triple Q Report. Both go out by around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time each and every trading day for the next trading day. So let's jump, rather than the charts actually, I want to talk just briefly about the support and resistance levels, not just for today, but in general. I had a couple questions. On yesterday's video, I don't think I adequately covered the downside scenario enough. And there were some questions like, what if we break this level? I forget exactly what it was. I think it was the 381.90 channel bottom, which I'll show in just a moment. It was 382 and change on Monday. I just wanted to reemphasize that I do put the support and resistance levels out. They generally cover a wide range of activity that should incorporate all the range for the day. And there's lots of notes by each of the more meaningful levels. Intraday target below this point. If we break this, then expect the next level where we could bottom out through January, so forth and so on. So I just want you to know that if you don't feel I've adequately covered something in the video itself in terms of verbalizing it, you may well find it on the support and resistance sheet, which I usually leave at the very end of the video for a minute or two so that you can freeze frame, print screen, print it off your printer at home if you do off the desktop, so forth and so on. So let's jump into the charts for today. We've got just kind of the bigger picture reminder, and that is like through the rest of December, which isn't saying much. It's like through next week. We have the 397.92 channel top, which we came very close to testing last Thursday, and I mentioned below which we can break into the very low 370s over the next week or two, and that's been more like a day or two. And in fact, yesterday we gapped below this intermediate channel structure that today is at 381.90. And this is a level that can contain daily buying pressures, and below which we can possibly today, but certainly within the week, continue south into the lower 370s, where we have a convergence of two channel structures. The more meaningful is the lower one at 370.17, but you also have a descending channel bottom now at 371.67 that could absorb selling through January trade if we test it, possibly today. Let's take a look at the support and resistance. You see the 381.90 level here above the market, able to contain daily buying pressures, below which over the next few days we should continue into the lower 370s. Now on the way down today, I've got 377.81 that can contain intraday weakness. This, of course, assumes we open above this point. And holding above 377.81 will keep that 381.90 intermediate channel bottom in reach today, while breaking or opening below 377.81 would indicate the lower 370s. That 370.17 to 371.67 area, able to absorb selling through January. Once tested, we can rotate up to the channel top that is presently at 415.77 and rising. That could take a month or two to accomplish. Now, I also want to mention how 370.17 is really more, yes, it's a longer term support level, but it's more, it's part of a range of support. And let me show you, if you're looking at this chart, you can go all the way to the far left, and you see it doesn't include all the trade. What does include all the trade is 364.67. So, 364.67, if we were to close below 370.17, 364.67 is likely within about 3 to 5 days. And I think I'd mentioned a couple of days ago how that 371.67 channel bottom is dropping. That actually converges with 364.67 at the end of next week. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is, even if we were to close below 370.17, We've only another day or two, perhaps, before actually testing 364.67, which is a point that can contain selling through Q1. And once tested, we could turn higher over the months to follow. You can actually see it better represented on the weekly chart. The weekly average for that exact same formation is 363.96. So that area able to absorb selling through Q1 if we test it over the next week or two. And I'll also say that if we were to close below 363.96, I think with this kind of volatility, possibly in as little as 3 to 5 weeks, I'd say by the end of February at the latest, we should then test 314.53, which is a longer term support level able to contain selling through 2022. But I don't expect to see that at all unless we close below 363.96 on a weekly basis. Let's talk upside today. 381.90 once again able to contain daily buying pressures, and below which that 370.17 formation is likely before the week is out. But if we push or open today above 381.90, we could short cover our way all the way up to 389.40 within the day. I almost made that a session containment level. But with this kind of volatility, if we test 389.40 midday and we don't back off and push through it in the early afternoon, we could reach 393.09 on an intraday basis. That would be quite a rally. First we'd need to push through 381.90 to have any of that be a possibility. But if we close above 381.90, then I think we actually have a good low for the week. And by the end of next week, we could actually reach that 397.92 channel top, which can contain weekly buying pressures, as it almost did last Thursday when we rallied to within a hair of it. And as I was saying, below which the low 370s are in reach over the next week or two. So once again, if we close today above 381.90, that 397.92 formation is in reach by the end of next week, where we could top out through the following week. And closing above 397.92, while certainly irrelevant at this point in time, would be our indication that we have a good low into later January. I would then expect the next week, 2, 3 at the most, to reach that 415.77 channel top. And FYI, 415.77 is not the significant long-term resistance level well above the market. It's around 420, 421 right now. I'll definitely be illustrating that in the next week or two if we close above 397.92. I'll leave you with the support and resistance for today. Please click like each and every time you watch the Daily Triple Q, and subscribe. Subscribing to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel is an advantage for you, in that it will provide you notification each and every time we upload new content to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. That is all I have for today. I'll be back on Wednesday for Wednesday's Daily Triple Q report. You have a great day, and we will talk tomorrow.